Thanks for listening to the Children's Hour podcast. You can also subscribe and get early releases of our show at patreon.com/thechildren'shour. This edition of the Children's Hour was recorded in January of 2020 before a live audience at Keshet Dance and Center for the Arts. With us on stage was Felix y los Gatos, a bunch of our kids' crew, and educators and students from Keshet Dance. We hope you enjoy the show. This was never aired on KUNM.
What kind of mushroom likes to dance?
I don't know what.
A fungi.
Live from Keshet Dance and Center for the Arts, it's time for the Children's Hour, Kids Public Radio.
For someone exactly like you. Why should I spend money on a show or two? No one does them love songs exactly like you. You make me feel so grand, wanna hand the world to you. You make me understand simple little things you do, little darling. Now I know why my mother taught me be the cool. Wanted me for someone exactly like you. All right. I know why I'm waiting, I know why I'm blue, waiting here for someone exactly like you. Why should I spend money on a show or two? No one does them love songs exactly like you. You make me feel so grand, in the world to you. You make me understand all the simple little things you do, little darling. Now I know why my mother taught me to be cool. Wanted me for someone exactly like you. All right. I know why I waited, I know why I'm blue. I've been dancing round, baby, since 2:30. Why should I spend money on a show or two? No one does them love songs exactly like you. You make me feel so grand, wanna hand the world to you. You make me understand. Just get a little beat, bop, boom, doo doo doo. All right.
Felix y los Gatos here on the Children's Hour.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Felix Peralta and David Barclay make up Felix y los Gatos.
Thank you.
And thank you for being with us on the Children's Hour.
Thank you so much.
Awesome to
Good to
have
be here.
you. Well, I am Katie Stone. You are listening to the Children's Hour, and we are broadcasting from Keshet Center for the Arts. It's a dance company that has a beautiful stage, and that's where we are with Felix y los Gatos and our whole crew. Hello, crew. Hi. Hi. It doesn't sound like there's very many of you, but there are actually. Hi, crew. Hi. And I guess we should introduce our crew. I'm going to start over here. I am Katie Stone. Great to be with you.
Hello, I'm Julia. Hi, it's Sienna.
Happy day, it's Maya.
Yellow, it's Haley.
Hi, it's Daniel. Hi, I'm Lucas.
Hi, Lula. Hi, it's Hilda.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, it's Maya Lou.
Wow. Well, let's give it up for our crew coming out here early on a Saturday morning. Always great to have you. Well, we're here. Today's show is going to be about kids and dance and how dance does a lot more for us than just make us strong in our bodies. Is anyone on my crew a dancer? Can you guys come up to your mics? Oh my goodness, a lot of hands went up. Hands never work in radio. Let's hear about it. Go for it, Haley.
Okay, I've been dancing since my 5th birthday.
And what kind of dance do you do, Haley?
I do classical ballet.
Wow. So, for example, you could demonstrate a little classical ballet right here on the stage as we're...
I could, yeah.
All right. We expect you to do that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Who else on the crew does dance? Yeah. Maya Lucille.
So, I do hip hop, and it's so fun.
Oh, so fun.
Yes.
Oh, who?
It is the best.
Yeah. Tell us what you do. Yeah.
I do the coffee grinder, so many things.
I love it.
So many.
Hilda, what do you do?
I do ballet.
Nice. And how old are you?
6.
Great. Have you been dancing for a long time?
I don't know how long.
Long enough that it seems like your whole life, huh? Yeah, I love that. Anyone else on the crew, a dancer? Yeah, Lucas, you're a dancer. Bring it on up. Let's hear it.
Well, I took 3 classes at Keshet.
Pretty cool. And anyone else out there, dancer? Yeah, come on up to your mic. Yeah.
So I'm doing some flamenco now, but I've always been doing dancing whenever I'm in theater. So I usually do stuff with that.
So theater, you have to both act and sing
and dance, yeah.
all at once. Give us like 2 seconds of acting, singing, and dancing all at once right now. Can you just
Okay.
do something from your thing? You have to be in the mic, though, so we can't hear you otherwise.
I don't. Okay. Well, if I'm in the mic, I can't really show dancing and.
Okay, well, you'll have to do it
Okay.
during the song. So that
Okay.
sound good?
Okay,
Yeah,
sounds
okay.
good.
Down there, we have somebody very small down there. Yeah, let's hear it. What? Tell us about your dance experience. Go for it.
I do ballet.
You do ballet. Okay. You're all dressed up for it, too. Yeah, please tell us about it.
I did ballet for a very long time.
A very long time. Yeah. Oh, I bet. Yeah, go ahead.
I do pony dance.
What's a pony dance? I've never even heard of pony dance.
It's like a My Little Pony cheer.
A My Little Pony cheer? Really? Can you do it right now? Yeah? Woo! Oh, yeah, that's very good. Yeah, that's a pony dance. Her arms are going opposite ways from her, and then one foot's going up and down. Wow, that's pretty cool. Well, dance is a pretty major part of culture. All cultures seem to have dance, and we're going to be exploring dance with the folks at Keshet Center for the Arts, including Ana Lopez and Lara Segura and Sarah Gonzalez and Sheer Greenberg. And we're going to be learning a lot about dance today on the Children's Hour. But before we get there, I want to hear more from Felix y los Gatos. How about you? Yeah? Take it away.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. All right. Oh, my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You told me once, dear, you really love me, and no one else could come between. But now you left for another, and it shattered all my dreams. All right. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when clouds are gray. You know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. All right. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Yay! Felix y los Gatos right here on the Children's Hour. And we are at Keshet Center for the Dance and Center for the Arts. And we're here with Community Education Director Ana Lopez. Welcome to the Children's Hour, Ana.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here. You've got a lot of fans in the audience. Our very first question is Maya's got it.
So what is dance? Could you define it for us?
Oh my, I think I got the $1 million question. Because, I mean, there's so many different types of dance that somehow we have to come up with something that defines all of those types of dance. So I think trying to be super inclusive of all the different types of dance that exist, I think the way that we can best define it is by saying that it's movement in space and time. Now, that you might look at me and you're like, okay, that's super general, right? And the fact is it is, because movement can be anything from stillness all the way to moving your hand and all the way on the other end of wiggling your whole body up and down. What we really care about is how you're moving. And so that sort of effort and the effort that is put in the movement, along with moving in space and time, is what essentially creates dance.
Why do people dance?
Well, I think there's also many different reasons why people dance. Usually there is self-expression, right? You're dancing because you want to say something, so trying to communicate something to either an audience or people around you. But I think there's also like dance as a ritual. Sometimes people are trying to make like a political statement about things. I don't know. Is there anything else? Why would you dance?
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's
Yes.
really fun. I mean, I kind of have two left feet, sort of, but in my family, people polka, and like really, that's the thing. You go to a wedding and everybody polkas. I love to polka, the old people polka, the young people polka.
Yeah.
When I was little, I was taught how to polka, and you don't really need to have two right feet. You can have two left feet in polka and you'll be fine. It's pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. It gets
fun.
you moving.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It connects you with people.
Yes.
How about you?
So what type of people dance? Is it just like one small category, or just what type of people dance?
What type of people dance? I think that's a great question. I think everybody dances. I mean,
Like, even if people say, no, I don't dance. I've heard people say that. No, I don't dance.
I'm sure that if you put music with Felix and los Gatos, they would probably start dancing. They would start tapping their feet. They would start moving their heads. All of that stuff would be dance. And like I said, even stillness is dance. So if you're standing on stage and you're like, I'm not dancing, you're already dancing.
Over here, we have a question.
Is dance choreographed or is it improvised? Can you make it up?
Yeah, could you explain those words too? Choreographed. That's a good question. Choreographed and improvised, what those words even mean.
Yeah. So depending on the type of dance and also the different genres in dance, choreography is setting the dance. So you're setting the moves or the steps in a specific time and in a specific space. So we're saying you are going to walk over there and step 3 times, and then you're going to move to the left and, move your arms and that sort of thing. So you're kind of setting exactly what's happening. So you have control over it. Versus when you're improvising, you sort of have a general idea of what's happening or a prompt, and then you're creating the movement as it happens and responding to space and time as it is in the moment instead of kind of controlling it so much.
So when we polka at our weddings in my family, is that considered choreographed or is that considered improvised?
It's probably like a structured improvisation in that sort of setting, because you know the step, right? You have a 1, 2, 3, but you're improvising on space and time because there's people all of a sudden butting in, and then all of a sudden someone decided they're no longer dancing and they're coming off the stage. So I would say that's loosely choreographed.
Ana Lopez, she is the Community Education Director at Keshet Dance and Center for the Arts. Thank you so much for being with us on the Children's Hour.
Take me back to Nuevo Mexico. Baby, that's my home. I've been on the road. See my old friends, take me back to Nuevo Mexico. Could see the city lights up in Santa Fe tonight. See my family down in Chile. Take me back to Nuevo Mexico. All right. I got some friends up in Santa Fe. I have some fun every day. Get me on the dance floor all through the day. Take me back to Nuevo Mexico. All right.
You're listening to an encore edition of the Children's Hour recorded in January 2020 at Keshet Dance and Center for the Arts with Felix y los Gatos.
You're listening to the Children's Hour, Kids Public Radio. We'll be right back.
The Children's Hour is produced by the Children's Hour Incorporated, a nonprofit dedicated to producing high-quality kids public radio. Find out more at childrenshour.org. Support for the Children's Hour provided by Electric Playhouse, an immersive entertainment center and dining experience in Albuquerque, New Mexico. While the Playhouse is currently closed for the safety of customers, learn about dining, play and educational opportunities, as well as future locations at electricplayhouse.com. Support is also provided by the City of Albuquerque Cultural Services Department and the Urban Enhancement Trust Fund. Felix y los Gatos, right here on the Children's Hour. And we are broadcasting from Keshet Center for the Arts. It's Keshet Dance. And Lara Segura is here on the show with us. She is a member of the teaching dance faculty here. And we're really happy you're here, Lara. Thank you so much for being on the Children's Hour. While we have you at the microphone here, let's find out a couple of things about you. There are certain pieces that are what we would call like the elements of dance. Can you help us understand what the elements of dance?
Sure. So when we're choreographing dances, we're making dances up. Three of my favorite elements to work with are time, space, and energy. And Anna talked about that a little bit before. So in a very simple way of saying it, time is how fast or slow you're going to do the movement. Space is where you're doing movement. And energy is how you do the movement.
So are you going to show us some things and talk to us while we're doing this? I would love to see. You have a bunch of dancers here up on stage.
I do, and I'd like to invite anybody who wants to come on stage and try this with us. The dancers here can do it for us, and then you're welcome to join them. And if you're at home listening, just find some space, and you can do this with us as well. So when we're talking about time, we're actually talking about the relationship between rhythm and music and dance. So very simply put, in music we have whole notes, we have half notes, we have quarter notes, and each of those notes gets a value. So if we are doing whole notes, we get 4 beats. So we're going to go ahead and clap a couple of whole notes, and I'm going to ask you to clap with me, okay? So we're going to clap on the one, and then we're going to hold that for 4 counts, for 4 beats. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Now, half note gets half the value of a whole note. So how many is that? If a whole note gets 4, how much does a half note get?
2.
That's right, it gets 2. So let's clap that out. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Very good. Now, how many beats do you think a quarter note gets?
1.
That's absolutely right. So let's clap some quarter notes. Ready? 1, 1, 1, 1. Very good. So let's clap 1 whole note, 2 half notes, and 4 quarter notes. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Awesome. Good job. So you notice when we do our whole notes, we're clapping a lot slower, right? And when we do our quarter notes, we're clapping a lot faster. So our timing changes, and we can apply that to how we do movement as well. So can you all just move in slow motion for me? Very good. And if you're at home, maybe pretend you're going in slow motion, and then move really, really fast like you would with those quarter notes. Awesome. Great. So we're going to do one more thing we talked about time, we're going to talk about space. So when we talk about space, we're talking about where we do the movement. So I'm going to ask you to repeat after me. Can you say high, low, wide, narrow?
High, low, wide, narrow.
Front, back, all around.
Front, back, all around.
Good. So we're going to do that with our bodies. So everybody reach up as high as you can, try to touch the ceiling. Very good. Now get as low as you can and touch the floor. Very nice. Now when we get wide, we're going to step our feet out way apart, and we're going to reach our arms as far as we can to the walls. Very good. Now narrow, we're going to make our bodies super narrow, and we're going to put our feet together and glue our arms to our bodies. Very good. Now for front, we're just going to reach our arms to the front. And for back, we're going to reach our arms to the back. And all around is my favorite because we're going to jump in a circle. Ready? All around. Good. Do you think we can do that together? Yeah. Yeah, good. Let's try it, and we're going to say it as we do it. Ready? Here we go. High, reaching up. Low, touch the floor. Wide. Narrow. Reach your arms to the front, reach them to the back, and jump all around. Good. So now you've got time, you've got space. We've got one more, energy. Energy is how you do the movement. So, who's got a favorite animal? Awesome. What's your favorite animal? A cat. Very good. So can we all move like a cat? We're going to move with the energy of a cat. Maybe you'll clean. Does anybody have a different animal that's their favorite? What's yours?
A zebra.
A zebra. How would you move like a zebra? Yeah, maybe do those pony steps from earlier. Very good. Let's do one more. What's yours?
A horse.
A horse. Kind of similar to a zebra, right? Very good. Now, if you're at home, you can move like a bird, you can move like a monkey, you can move like any animal that you like. What if we put a sad energy on it? What would that look like? Can you move with a sad energy? Yeah, kind of more slow motion, right? So that connects back to time. What if you're a happy energy? What would that look like? Yeah, lots of energy, lots of jumping up and down, and lots of fast, quick movements. So time, space, and energy are really fun things to play with when you're making dances because they help make those dances more interesting and more dynamic to watch.
Lara Segura,
Thank you so
here
much.
on the Children's Hour. Are y'all ready for some more Felix y Los Gatos?
Hot tamales in the red hot mama. Baby got for sale. Hot tamales in the red hot. Baby got for sale. 1, 4, 2, 3, 4 time. Take none of hers 'cause they ain't none of mine. Hot tamales in the red hot. Baby got for sale. All right. Hot tamales in the red hot, baby got it for sale. Hot tamales in the red hot, baby got it for sale. 1 to 2 and 3, 4 down, ain't gonna hurt 'cause I ain't no mine. Hot tamales in the red hot, baby got it for sale. Hot tamales. 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 Yes, you got it for sale. Hot tamales. Yeah. My baby's gone.
Felix y Los Gatos, everyone.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We're here on stage at Keshet Dance and Center for the Arts, and we're here with Sarah Gonzalez. She is the pre-professional education director and dance historian. And welcome to the Children's Hour, Sarah. We're delighted to have you. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
The kids already have questions for you? Yeah.
Does dance have a history?
You know, it's really hard to tell because dance typically doesn't leave behind a trace. If you look at other art forms like sculpture or paintings, right, there's your final product at the end. There's residual paint, there's canvas, there's supplies, you get the idea. But like the dance that you did with Lara a couple of moments ago, there's no trace of it except the Children's Hour is recording it. So thank goodness that the Children's Hour is recording it because otherwise we wouldn't have a record of the dance. Does that make sense? The music, we have Felix y Los Gatos playing today, and that is much like dance. It exists in time, and music incorporates instruments. In dance, our bodies are the actual instrument. Dance is a human thing. It's passed along from person to person, culture to culture. I'm a dance teacher, and I teach my students what somebody else has taught to me, and hopefully they will go on and they will continue that cycle of teaching. It goes on and on and on. It's a really powerful art form. Dance is a language. We don't have to speak the same language in order to be able to dance together. Dance is also a language for which at times there are no words. It's just something maybe irrational. So back to your question, I can't tell you exactly when the first dance took place historically. Like maybe an art historian could look at cave paintings or look at some ancient pottery and give you an estimate of the timeline. But I can tell you that dance is a part of being a human being, of human nature. And within cultures, dance is also a part of rituals. Now, a ritual is a tradition of repeated activities, things that mean something because we do them over and over again. And I'm wondering if any of you can think of rituals in your own culture that include dance.
Anybody on my crew can think of anything in your house, what you do at your house, or that includes dance? Yeah, Maya, Lucille, yeah.
My dad is in a band and I dance all the time.
That's a good example. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
My piano makes music when I press a button.
That would be the dance of the piano. Yes, excellent.
Do you count my family's polkas at weddings? Is that
every single wedding? That is a ritual. That's a repeated activity over and over. My husband is from northern New Mexico. There's a marcha at every single wedding. Anybody out there ever do a marcha? Anybody?
Oh, yeah.
Give me some of that sound if you've done a marcha. Anyone?
Have you done? Yeah.
Yes.
Raising your hand never works on the radio, guys.
Have you ever seen? Oh, sorry, never works. Yes. You got to make some noise. Okay. Like anybody? Give me a woo if you've ever done a first dance or seen a first dance at a wedding. Anybody ever done that? Anybody ever attended or been part of a quinceañera? Yes, no, right? So this is just part of who we are as human beings, part of how we fit into our cultures, right? Has anybody ever put on some music and just started moving to it? Because it's happening on stage right now for those of you at home. Yes, it's happening right now on stage, right? It's part of being a human being, and it doesn't matter. I mean, it's part of being a human being, right? You hear some music and you start jamming to it.
Yeah, sometimes it's impossible not to dance when you hear music.
That's right. That's right.
If you hear something like I don't know, the Macarena. We all want to like no Macarena. We were all going to start Macarena
all the time, all day.
So I was wondering, what's the difference between modern and contemporary dance?
What a great question. So when I think of modern dance, the thing that I think about is invention. I think about philosophers. People have a way of thinking. I think about pioneers who are groundbreaking. And really, I think about rebellion, because that's really what modern dance is about. As a Western concert dance form, modern dance evolved in the late 1800s into the 1900s in Europe and the United States. And what we refer to nowadays as modern dance originally started out being called barefoot aesthetic dancing. Barefoot meaning people around this time when you couldn't take your shoes off, took their shoes off and explored the movement of the soul. Aesthetic meaning whatever you find beautiful. Everyone just do a little dance at home or here, whatever feels good to you, whatever feels beautiful to you. Move, you can move, it's okay. Yes, see, look at them moving.
We've got a lot of dancers, in case you haven't noticed, all over our audience dancing. And I want to congratulate those people for moving freely.
Free movers.
I love it, because it's something that as we get older, we get very self-conscious about, am I doing it right? And you know what? These guys are showing us that there is no wrong. There's only right.
Just being here, just being alive, you are dancing, yes? Whether you're being stillness, that takes some energy to be still. So those early modern dancers, they were inventive. They were playing around with new ideas, new techniques. They were philosophers. They had ideas that maybe you could have something on the inside that needed to be expressed on the outside and had the potential to move other people. Has anybody ever seen a work of art that makes you smile or makes you cry or makes you hurt in your stomach? Has anybody ever done that? Yes? No? Yes. I got a little clap. I got one clap. All right. If you're interested in doing some research at home, I highly recommend that you look up a particularly scandalous lady by the name of Isadora Duncan. She was one of those very early modern dancers who took off her shoes, she took off her corset, which was not done in this time period, and she took down her hair to explore the movement of the soul. Now, the second generation of modern dancers were really playing around with what it meant to be modern, right? Modern meaning a reflection of the time and place where something is created.
Yeah, I think modern needs to be defined even more for kids. Like, modern is sort of now.
What's happening now?
And modern today is now today, but modern 100 years ago was like, we would look at it now and be like, oh, that's so old-fashioned.
But it's reflective of that time.
Then.
Exactly. And that's the idea. Even dances that are created nowadays, we call it modern, we might call it contemporary, but it's being reflective of what's happening in our time, what's going on in the place where we are. The second generation of modern, they were also interested in rejecting ballet, right? So in ballet, for example, we have topics like fairies, we have nutcrackers, we have swans. Who has a nutcracker who comes to life, a magical nutcracker that comes to life in their everyday life? Who?
There's a lot of people raising their hands.
Wow. So those moderns, they were rejecting that idea. They wanted to dance about something real. Yes, give me a little woo if maybe you have problems with money or with time or with race or with gender. I mean, woo, I'm just saying. That's what these moderns, that's what lit them on fire, was sort of diving into those ideas. And if you're interested in the moderns, you should really check out a group called the Big Four of Modern Dance. Charles Weidman, Doris Humphrey, Hanya Holm, Martha Graham, they were lit on fire. Next generation, real fast, we have the postmoderns, literally the people who came after the moderns. They were questioning. It was not what is dance, but what isn't dance. Everything being included in that definition. And so some claim that we're still in that postmodern era. We don't know, right? But does that help answer? I don't know.
It does. It does. Please give a big round of applause to Sarah Gonzalez. She's Keshet's pre-professional dance education director and dance historian. Thank you so much, Sarah. The Children's Hour is supported in part by an award from New Mexico Arts, a division of the New Mexico Department of Cultural Affairs, and the National Endowment for the Arts. Support for the Children's Hour is provided by Token Ibis, a nonprofit making philanthropy accessible to everyone. To sign up, go to tokenibis.org. You're listening to the Children's Hour. This edition was recorded in January 2020 at Keshet Dance and Center for the Arts, but never was aired on KUNM. We're so delighted to be able to bring you this show today with Felix y los Gatos on stage with us, as well as the educators and students of Keshet Dance. Felix y los Gatos right here on the Children's Hour. You know, we are just delighted to have with us up on the stage today Shira Greenberg. Here in New Mexico, Shira is a legend. And wow, here she is on our show. Would you please give a very warm welcome to the Keshet founder and artistic director, Shira Greenberg.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So great to have you with us. We have a question for you right out of the bat.
All right.
What makes Keshet different?
What makes Keshet different? That's a great question. Well, I think there's a few different things, but I think really it goes back to all of these things we've been talking about today, which is that dance, everybody can dance, right? And dance is for everyone, and everyone is dancing some way, somehow. And we want to make sure that that happens here at Keshet, that people really know that and can fully experience that. So for us, that means that anybody can dance anytime, anywhere, anyhow, no matter where they're coming from, where they are. So if you are 2 years old, our youngest student is 2. Right now, I think our oldest student is 96. So
wow.
Everybody can dance. And we have many, many, many students who also dance in ways that maybe they have to be really creative about how they are going to move their bodies, because maybe their bodies have certain different types of ways that they move. So maybe they're dancing from a wheelchair, or maybe they use a walker to move. And so how do you incorporate wheels instead of feet as part of your movement and how you take a class and how you perform? So we want to make sure that everybody's always dancing, no matter what your situation. So that's one of the ways.
So I've heard that you go to the juvenile jail to teach them dance. Is this true?
That is true, yeah. So that's another way that I think Keshet's kind of unique and different, is that we want to make sure, just as we're talking about, that everybody has the ability to dance. Sometimes that means you're in a physical location where you can't get access maybe to that type of experience and that really fun, joyful art form, right? So we go inside the juvenile prison and we make sure that kids who are there, for whatever reason they may have ended up there, they still need to be able to express themselves and learn how to find that joy through movement, right? And explore movement and space and time. And so we do that there and make sure that everybody's accessing the art of dance.
When you come to Keshet's Dance and Center for the Arts and you drive up here, you see this incredible mural on the outside of your building. And I was learning about this mural. It is actually the largest mural in the state of New Mexico. It covers over 13,000 square feet on the outside of the building. We've posted pictures of it to our social media feed, so you can take a look at it at TCH Radio. So tell us about this mural. It's amazing.
It's really amazing. And it was designed by this incredible local artist, Mick Burson. And one of the things that we love about it is it's really reflective of what Keshet is all about, that everybody is part of this process. So Mick was able to engage our whole community in designing this mural and then also in painting the mural. So there are about 200 volunteers and students and staff and all sorts of people from our community that came together to help paint the mural and put it on our building. So it really is reflective of what happens on the inside as well, that we're all coming together to create beautiful art together.
Sure. One of the things that this place is famous for is a lot of community collaboration. You not only you have the Children's Hour here today, but there's been theater troupes who work out of here. You really bring together non-dancing elements into this space. Why do you do that?
Well, I think everything in our community connects to how we create and what we make. And so it's really about making art together so that we are responsive to all of the influences we have in our community, all the different artists, all of the different people, all of the different types of art forms. And so if we didn't and we just lived in a bubble all by ourselves, I think not only would we as humans suffer and not be as vibrant in our day-to-day lives, but also as artists, we would not have that experience of how do we make art together and how do we look at all these different influences and come together to make really interesting, fun, and joyful work.
So if folks want to learn more about what you do here and find out all about all your programs and also just learn more about, maybe reach out to you about how it is that maybe other dance companies around the country can get into juvenile justice and do that great work. Because I'm guessing when you teach kids dance, do you see positive impact in the justice system?
Absolutely, yes. We see that moment that we're inside. We definitely see every day unique, amazing changes that happen. We also see over the course of a semester work with the kids that their grades go up significantly, like 28% in a semester. And then we also see, as we work with kids who are coming out of the justice system, the kids we work with long-term actually have a 0% recidivism rate. And that word means that there's 0% of those kids are going back into jail afterwards.
And this is just after doing dance?
It is.
Why? Why is it able to improve grades and make people follow the law and all this? So what is it about what you're doing that makes that happen?
Well, I think it's because, when you talk about dance, it isn't just dance. Dance is so huge and so big. And it's about finding confidence in yourself and your body and your choices. It's about learning to work together and solve problems with your fellow dancers and your fellow artists. It's about so many other things. So I think there is a sort of misrepresentation sometimes when you think about dance to say, oh, it's just dance. But really, it's huge. It's human. It's about life. It's about being a human. It's about connecting to other humans. And so it really does make a huge impact.
Sheer Greenberg, Keshet Dance and Center for the Arts founder.
Thank you.
Genius behind all the programs here. Thank you so much for being on the Children's Hour.
Thanks for being here.
Chicken, I don't wanna be a duck, wanna wiggle my butt. Don't wanna be a chicken, don't wanna be a duck, I wanna wiggle my butt. I don't wanna be a chicken, I don't wanna be a duck, I wanna wiggle my butt. I don't wanna be a chicken, I don't wanna be a duck, just wiggle my butt. Duck. Wiggle my butt. I don't wanna be a chicken. Don't wanna be a duck. quack, quack, wiggle my butt. I don't want to be no chicken. Don't want to be a duck. Quack, quack. Can't I just wiggle my butt? I don't want to be a chicken. I don't want to be a duck. I want to wiggle my butt. Here we go. Swing your partner. Chicken, I don't want to be a duck, just wiggle my butt. I don't want to be a chicken, I don't want to be a duck, just wiggle my butt. I don't want to be a chicken, I don't want to be a duck, let's wiggle our butt.
This episode of the Children's Hour was written and produced by Katie Stone, with lots of help from the good people here at Keshet Dance and Center for the Arts.
Thanks to Chad from AP Sound, who's engineering the show.
Vanessa Vassar and Gary Newell took our photos.
Follow us on social media. We're at TCH Radio.
Many thanks to Keshet Dance and Center for the Arts for hosting our show today. And special thanks to Carol and Tobias for organizing everything. Anna Lopez, Lara Segura, Sarah Gonzalez, and Keshet Dance founder, Shira Goldberg. Thank you to our kids crew. Thank you to this wonderful audience and all these dancers. We'll be back next week with another edition of
The Children's Hour. Kids Public Radio.
Let's hear it for Felix y los Gatos. And they're going to play us out. We'll see you next week for another edition of the Children's Hour. been listening to the Children's Hour in a show that never aired before on KUNM. It was recorded live at Keshet Dance and Center for the Arts. Felix y Los Gatos was our band, and we sure had a great time with the teachers and students from Keshet Dance. We're going to go out with some trout fishing in America.
The hands on the wall barely move at all when I'm waiting to be with you. But time slips away whenever we go out and play, and I can't seem to hold on tight enough. Then I look out the window, what do I see but my friends? They're all smiling at me. So I hold out my hand, ask if you'd like to dance. Smile for a while, dance with me. Dansez avec moi, gentille fille. Hands on the wall, barely move at all when I'm waiting to be with you. But time slips away.
The Children's Hour is written by Katie Stone, produced by the Children's Hour Incorporated.
We record our shows at the Sunspot Solar Studio in Albuquerque, New Mexico, with help from all of us on the Kids Crew.
Our podcast can be found wherever you get podcasts or at patreon.com/The Children's Hour.
We post photos and more on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Find us at TCH Radio.
Find lots of information about us at childrenshour.org.
Our theme music is written by C.K. Barlow.
The Children's Hour is distributed by the Children's Hour Incorporated and the Public Radio Exchange, PRX, and the Pacifica Radio Network.
Thanks for listening to The Children's Hour, Kids Public Radio.